Jungkook changes after Jimin incident. Will it affect BTS? In the dynamic of a BTS class music group, where each member is not only a co-worker, but also a family member, a small change in one individual can create a big wave that affects the entire group. Same with Jungkook. The youngest member of BTS is known for being cheerful, energetic, and very close to all the members, especially Jimin. However, since the news of an incident involving Jimin emerged, many fans and observers feel Jungkook has changed. The question now is Jungkook's change just a personal phase? Or is this a signal of something deeper, something that could have an impact on BTS's internal bonding? Jungkook and Jimin have shared so many moments since the beginning of their journey in Big Hit. They come from different backgrounds, but grew up together in a stressful environment, learning to understand each other like brothers. They train late into the night, encourage each other when they fall, and share tears and laughter in the small space they call home during their trainee days. Their closeness is not just a public image. It's real. Even in the simplest of moments, the caring looks behind the scenes, the genuine hugs when one feels pressured, to the way they refer to each other in interviews. That is why the news of the incident that supposedly shook their relationship so shocked many. To date, there has been no official statement on what exactly happened between Jungkook and Jimin. But speculation is circulating, from issues of personal conflicts, unresolved misunderstandings, to emotional incidents that occurred before they were drafted into the army. Whatever it was, the effect was clearly visible on Jungkook. Several times, in videos from military training or during communication sessions with fans, Jungkook's expression seemed more empty than usual. He was smiling, but not as wide and straight as before. His gestures were more rigid, his eyes often directed into the distance, as if his mind was busy with something that could not be shared with anyone. A staffer who had met Jungkook in the military said he had become more introverted and less talkative. He performs his duties well, but rarely shows striking emotions. Even some of his colleagues admitted that Jungkook's aura felt different, calmer, but also heavier. This certainly raises concerns from fans. Jungkook is a young soul in BTS, a source of energy that has been uniting the atmosphere with his spirit. If he continues to feel emotionally depressed, it is not impossible that this could affect BTS's collective spirit going forward, especially as they prepare to return from military service and resume group activities. Until now, there has been no sign that the other members are moving away from Jungkook. RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, V, and Jimin themselves keep mentioning Jungkook's name on several occasions in an affectionate tone. However, there was also a moment of silence that felt awkward when Jungkook and Jimin's names were mentioned together. As if there is something to be revealed, but not yet the time. For the army, small signals like this feel huge. Those who have been following the members' interactions for years can feel a change, even from the tone of voice or expression for a moment. And Jungkook's change after this incident with Jimin is not something that can be ignored. The short answer is, yes, you can. It depends on how Jungkook processes the wounds or conflicts he is currently experiencing. If he can come to terms with his feelings, settle any unfinished business with Jimin, and feel safe again within BTS, then this change can actually make him grow stronger. But if not, if the wound continues to grow and is never completely healed, it is not impossible that there will be emotional distance between the members. And in a group as intimate as BTS, the slightest distance can have a big impact. ARMY, as always, has been a tremendous emotional buffer for BTS. Through social media, they continue to send support, write open letters, and create various projects to show their love for Jungkook and Jimin. Their hope is simple. Hopefully whatever happens can be resolved well. May Jungkook find his true smile again. And may the relationship between BTS members remain intact, despite the invisible storm. But behind all the worries that overshadow Jungkook's change, there is one thing that remains a strong foundation: ARMY's belief that BTS will always choose the path of togetherness, even though they have to go through difficult times. The members have proven time and again that they are not just idols who are packed to perform perfectly on stage, but real human beings who love and protect each other, including during storms, since the conscription period began. Many fans have hoped that the time apart from the public spotlight could instead be a peaceful space to reflect on everything that happened. For Jungkook, this could be a time where he reorganizes his mind, moves away from the pressure of social media, and focuses on himself. Including maybe, if he feels ready, heal the relationship that had cracked with Jimin. It was rumored that there would be a small reunion between the members at the end of their military service. The staff said several agendas had been prepared to bring members together in an internal documentary project that would be released as a record of their travels in the military. If this is true, then this is a great opportunity to see if the relationship between the members is still as strong as it used to be, or if it will show a clearer emotional difference. ARMY itself continues to monitor every little detail that emerges. From the lyrics of the songs released, hidden messages in letters to fans, to the expressions in each piece of video. They try to interpret, is Jungkook forgiving? Does Jimin also miss that closeness? Interestingly, many fans felt that Jimin also showed signs of regret or deep longing for Jungkook. In one of the open letters he sent through the fan community platform, he wrote the phrase, "There are things I can't say right now, but one day I want to say them honestly." This sentence instantly made the ARMY cry because they felt that the sentence was intended for someone who meant ALOTIS, that someone Jungkook? Could be. Or maybe it's also addressed to all members who have felt disappointed or hurt by themselves. But still, the meaning is strong. Jimin himself looks more melancholy these days. He no longer jokes as often as he used to and uploads more reflective quotes. This change suggests that not only does Jungkook feel shaken by the incident, but Jimin may also be harboring the same wounds, albeit shown in different ways. Emotional changes in an idol's personal life often have a big impact on their work. In the context of BTS, all emotional experiences are always processed into music. That's what makes their songs so honest and touching. Imagine if after the military period ended, Jungkook and Jimin wrote a song together about wounds, longing, and hope for a friendship that can be healed. Such a song would be a testament to their emotional maturity and would take BTS to a new chapter in their musical journey. But on the contrary, if the wound is not completed, it can create distance in the creative process. Perhaps they will continue to work, but without the full sense of togetherness that they once had. And BTS, as the ARMY is known, is always stronger when they're one-hearted. One of the ARMY's biggest fears right now is the possibility of Jungkook choosing to stay away. Not in the sense of leaving the group, but emotionally no longer as intense as it used to be in interaction, no longer as open as it used to be in sharing feelings. Even if it looks small, it can have a domino effect. Because Jungkook is the center of energy, the driver of the atmosphere. If it turns out to be more closed, then BTS will lose the bright spark that always burns their passion on stage, but the choice is in Jungkook's hands. He is a human being who is also entitled to heal himself in his own way. If it takes longer to reopen, then the ARMY will patiently wait. Relationships are something that is constantly evolving. Even the strongest relationships can have ups and downs. What sets it apart is how we choose to treat or let it pass. Jungkook and Jimin are probably at the most complicated point in their relationship. But that doesn't mean it's all over. On the contrary, it may be the beginning of a more mature, more honest, and stronger relationship than before. And just like BTS, who never give up on anything in their lives, from criticism, to failure, to public pressure, to personal feelings, they will always try to take care of each other, because BTS is not just 7 guys in one music group. They are a family formed by destiny and choice, and there is no wound that cannot be healed if there is still love and courage to look into each other's eyes and say, "I am still here with you." Jungkook's change after the incident with Jimin wasn't just about 2 people falling out.